wajibat, as the scholar said. Visiting the ill person, somebody who is sick, to go and visit. This is the right of a Muslim upon a Muslim. Following the janaza, visiting the sick person, following the funeral. These reminds of us of the hereafter, that we may also fall into illness. We have to one day go and have funeral procession for us. This reminds of the death and the hereafter. And it's important for a person not to be stay in deception, but know that death is a reality and has to come to everyone. Ijabatu da'wah, when he calls for God call him for a meal, to respond to that from the right of a Muslim upon a Muslim. وتشميت العطس, and when a person sneezes and he says Alhamdulillah, to respond to him by saying Yarhamukallah. This is from the wajibat, faraid of a Muslim, and the right of a Muslim upon a Muslim. 5 of these, as Rasulullah mentioned. In some narration, as in the riwayah, the reports of Imam Muslim, where Rasulullah said the Haqqul Muslim ala al-Muslim sector. There are 6 rights of Rasulullah, 6 rights of the Muslim upon Muslim, and he mentioned all these 5, and mentioned وَإِذَا اسْتَنْصَحْكَ فَانْصَحْ لَهُ. 6th one, he mentioned that when he asks you for an advice, give him a sincere advice. Giving sincere or nasiha. Nasiha, of course, nasiha is something which is the essence of this deen, as Rasulullah in the famous hadith of Tamim al-Dari anhu, as reported by Imam Muslim. Rasulullah said, "Inna ad-deen al-nasiha, inna ad-deen al-nasiha, inna ad-deen al-nasiha." 3 times he repeated by saying that indeed the deen is al-nasiha. So the companion, they said, "Liman ya Rasulullah?" For whom? Nasiha, for whom? He said, "Lillahi, ولكتابه ولرسوله ولأئمة المسلمين وعامته." Nasiha for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His book, His messenger, the imams and the leaders of the Muslim, and their common folk. Nasiha. The scholar, they said this hadith actually, all the deen al-Islam rotates around this hadith. This hadith is the essence of this deen. That's number 1, because here Rasulullah said, "Inna ad-deen al-nasiha." In the hadith of Jibreel alayhi salam, where Jibreel alayhi salam came and asked Rasulullah a number of questions, when he asked him about al-Islam, "Akhbirni al-Islam, akhbirni al-Iman, akhbirni al-Ihsan." So he asked about the al-Islam, al-Iman, al-Ihsan. And when he left from there, Rasulullah told Umar radiallahu anhu that this was innahu Jibreel ataakum liyu'allimakum deenakum, that he came to teach you your deen. And because he included al-Islam, al-Iman, al-Ihsan, all of that, so this is why the scholars referring to hadith of Tamim al-Dari, they said that this hadith, inna ad-deen al-nasiha, ad-deen, he said that this hadith includes the yashmal khasa'il, al-Islam, wal-Iman, wal-Ihsan. All aspects of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are included in this, and this is why the importance of this hadith. We'll talk about this more inshallah when we get time. Okay, let me take the call. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question about being an artist. Like, you draw henna for ladies, and some of them don't cover their eyes. So I just want to know if that's permissible for me to do.
Do what?
To draw henna, like medicine.
No, what is that?
Like henna.
What? This is some henna.
Like drawing henna.
Okay. On the hands and.
Yes.
So what is your question? That can you draw this
like,
for?
Can I draw it for them? Like, that's my work.
For whom? Those who.
For females.
They don't cover that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, if this is on the hand, many women they do that. This comes under things which you cannot really always hide. But if this is on the face or other parts of the body, then that must be covered. If they don't cover, then you should not do that. Okay? Next one. Assalamu alaikum.
Well, Islam, Sheikh, I've got three questions. The first is that for the teaching of one kid, if the kids are like 8 to 10 years old, what should we teach them first in terms of the priority? Start with the big subject and then go further.
No. In terms of what?
In terms of if you want to teach your kids Islamic studies.
Islamic studies, okay.
So how do you go about that, considering their age and mentality, and
Okay.
which subjects we should teach them first? The second question is about that, as you mentioned about the nasiya. Like for example, nowadays if you give nasiya to people, like normally they get offended, even if you tell them in a very nice and humble way. So shall we keep giving them nasiya, or what is our limit, or is that to the follow?
Okay.
And the third question is that in terms of learning the Quran, is it preferable to do the hifz of the Quran first, or learn the tafsir as you go along?
Tafsir.
I mean, it's better to learn the hifz of the Quran first, or